Hi, my name is Fatima Perez Godinez.
My name is Carolina Galvan Jerónimo.
We are from Group 407,
Career,
Industrial Food Processing. Institution,
Colegio Nacional de Educación Técnica Profesional con Alexa Mora.
Subject, English.
This year, I've had an incredible vacation. I've traveled to several places full of history, culture, and flavor. Each place has something special, and as I travel, I continue to discover new traditions that surprise me. First, I visited Zamora, where Holy Week is celebrated with great devotion. While walking through its streets, I can hear the notes of A la luna le falta un lucero, one of its traditional songs. I've tasted the Zamora potatoes and some delicious cocadas that still make my mouth water. In a plaza, a group is dancing jodas and brincaos in traditional costumes. It's as if the past and the present were dancing together. Then I went to Jacona right at the beginning of the Strawberry Fair. Banda music and corridos fill the air, while the stalls offer steaming uchapos and strawberries with cream. I'm walking among the people, watching them enjoy the dances and artistic performances. I've heard the legend of Cerro del Curutaran, and I can't help but look at the mountain with a certain respect. In Tangancicuaro, I arrived during the feast of St. Michael the Archangel. The dance of the old men and the aroma of Michoacán mole combine to create a unique experience. The people are very warm, and right now, I'm watching a procession while Purepecha music plays. They've told me the legend of Lake Camacuaro, and suddenly, the water seems more mysterious. After that, I visited Ixtlan, where I tried some delicious Michoacán enchiladas accompanied by atole. The dances of the Moors and Christians are beginning, and it's impressive how the tradition remains alive. I'm listening to stories about the Lord of Forgiveness and the Woman of the Well, and everything seems straight out of an ancient tale. In Tangamandapio, the atole fair is in full swing. I've tried several flavors, but the coconut one is my favorite. In a corner, artisans sell camals and decorative figures while the panaderas dance in a circle. The atmosphere is cheerful, full of laughter and wind music. I continued my trip to Jiquilpan, where the dance of the rebocheras captivated me. Everything is colorful and full of life. I tasted a very well-prepared churipo, and for dessert, a correada accompanied by mezcal de olla. People are decorating the streets with lanterns, preparing for the procession of souls. After that, I arrived in Sahuayo, just as the dance of the Tlahualiles begins. I've never seen anything like it. The costumes, the masks, the energy. I'm recording everything with my cell phone while eating birria de chivo. The pomegranate punch is so good that I've had 2 glasses. The legend of St. James the Apostle resonates among the people, as if it were part of their daily lives. My Michoacán vacation was a journey to the very heart of Mexico, an immersion in culture and tradition that left an indelible mark on my soul. My adventure continued in Yurecuaro, a town that welcomed me with the vibrant colors of its adobe houses under a seemingly infinite sky. There, amidst the scent of damp earth and the whisper of pine trees, I encountered the artisans. I remember spending hours observing them. They had been working the clay for generations, transforming it into pieces of pottery as delicate as they were resistant. Their expert hands, weathered by sun and work, had created pieces that told ancient stories, stories woven with the patience and skill inherited from their ancestors. Witnessing this artisanal process deeply moved me. From Yurecuaro, my path led me to La Piedad, a town where faith is palpable in every corner. I had heard legends about the miraculous image of the Virgin Mary, and upon arriving at the main church, I felt a profound sense of peace. I attended a mass. It was a moving experience, filled with songs and prayers that filled the sacred space. The people, with their warm smiles and unparalleled hospitality, made me feel at home. They shared their stories, their traditions, and their deep faith in the Virgin of La Piedad. That human warmth, that community connection, is something I remember with deep emotion to this day. Then came Cotija, a place defined by a single ingredient, its renowned cheese. I had tasted it before, but savoring it in its birthplace was a sublime culinary experience. The aroma of fresh cheese, the taste of the aged cheese, and the unique texture of each piece were a symphony for my palate. I spoke with the producers, people who had dedicated their lives to perfecting the family recipe. Their hands, as skillful as those of the artisans of Yurecuaro, had molded the cheese with admirable patience. Through the tasting, I experienced more than just food. I savored the tradition, the history, and the very heart of Cotija. It's been an unforgettable trip. Each place has its own essence, its own flavor, its own music, and its own history. And I happily continue discovering what it means to be part of this land so rich in tradition.